Hello students, welcome you all. So today we are going to discuss circles chapter 10. So in your daily life you must have seen circular things. Here are some beautiful examples of some circles. So here you can see it is a wheel. So wheel is a shape of circle. Then clock, you can see clock. Some clocks are in the shape of circles. Then keyring, you must be using keyrings. Then bottom, these are in the shape of circles. Then bangle means you wear in your hand. Normally the girls wears in the hand. Now these coins, 50 paisa coin and 1 rupees, 5 rupees coin, these are all in the shape of circle. So now we'll see how we can draw a circle. From class 6 you know how to draw a circle. You can use your compass and you can use the fixed point and make a circle. Now we'll move to the definition of the circle. So definition of circle says the collection of all the points in a plane. So the circle must be in a plane. Circle cannot be in a rough space or rough space. So we can say surface always exists in a plane. So collection of all points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point. So you can take a point here and you can have a collection of all the points like this, all the points which are at a fixed distance from the certain point. Okay, that means all the distance are same here. Okay, so it will be a circle and this fixed distance is the radius. Okay, this fixed distance is the radius. So this is the your definition. You please write it down, this definition. The collection of all the points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point in the plane is called a circle. Okay, and this fixed distance is called the radius. Okay, so now we'll move to the some of the parts of a circle. So first of all, this distance, okay, this fixed distance, this distance is called the radius. So what is radius? So radius is the distance from the center to any point on the circle. So all the point, all the distance are equal. Here OP is a radius. We will see some other parts of a circle. You can see in a plane there is a circle, okay, and this circle is dividing this plane into three parts. We'll say what are the three parts. First of all, interior part. This part is the interior part of the circle. Okay, so first one is interior. Then next one you can say exterior. These are the exterior parts. Okay, na? So second part is exterior, and the third part is circle itself. This circle. Okay, the circle itself is the third part. First part is your interior, this part. Second part is exterior, third part is your circle itself. Now okay, now we'll move to chord. So here we can see what is chord and what is diameter. So chord, what is chord? Chord is a line segment, okay, joining any two point on the circle. So we'll take a point P and Q and we can join it. We can say it is a chord. Chord means CHORD. This is the spelling of the chord. We normally say it chord or chord, you can say. So chord is P Q is a chord. Now AB is a chord. We can take another point, say M, another point N. We can say MN is a chord. Okay. So the largest chord will be the diameter. Okay, or the chord which passes through the center will be the diameter. You can write the definition of diameter. The largest chord is the diameter, or the second definition will be the chord which passes through the center is called the diameter. Okay, And definition of chord I have already told. The definition of chord is, it is the line segment joining whose end points are on the circle. Okay, so it's a line segment whose end points are on this circle is called a chord. Then we'll move to, after chord it is arc. Okay, so here you can see arc. It is a part of a circle. Okay, you can take any 2 point. So we'll take P and Q are 2 points, and this person, this chord person is an arc, or you can say another chord person is there. This person is also called arc. Okay, so we can name a arc if we'll point here another point, say suppose M. Okay, we can say PMQ is an arc. PMQ arc, or we can name it in short PMQ. This is the symbol of arc. Okay, PMQ arc we can read it. If we will put another point here, say suppose N, then we can say PNQ is this arc, this large arc. PNQ is the large arc and PMQ is the smaller arc. We just call them minor arc and major arc. So minor arc is a minor arc. Who is the minor arc? Smaller arc, PMQ. PMQ. This is the minor arc. Major arc is a PNQ. So this will be your major arc and minor arc. Okay, one more thing. Suppose in a circle you are drawing a chord. Okay, so PQ is a chord. Now this chord is dividing this circle into two parts. Here this is a part, this is another part. Okay, so there are two parts. First part is this shaded person, and this dotted person is the second part. We can say this part is a segment. So it is your minor segment, and this part is the major segment. Okay, same thing. Then arc, minor arc, major arc, and minor segment, major segment. You can say what is the definition of segment? So segment is the area. So it is an area. This part, this shaded portion is an area. So it is an area enclosed between an arc, this arc, and the corresponding chord. You can write it. Segment is an area enclosed between an arc and corresponding chord. So this is the definition of segment. And similarly, minor segment, major segment. The smaller segment will call with the minor segment, and the larger segment will call with the major segment. Okay. So these are the things you know from class 6 itself. Then we will move to sector. Here it is major segment and minor segment. Now we will move to sector. So sector is an area which is enclosed between two radii. You can see PQ and OQ and OP. These are the two radii, and there is a arc. So the area enclosed between two radii and an arc is called the sector. You can write it down. The area enclosed between two radii and an arc is called the sector. Similarly, minor sector, smaller sector will call the minor sector, and the rest of the portion that will be the major sector. Okay. Now next is your exercise 10.1. We'll discuss the exercise. So this is a smaller exercise. Now let's start. We'll start with question number 1. The center of a circle lies in dash of the circle. So we'll draw a circle here. Center of the circle will lie in the exterior or interior. It will definitely lie in the interior. So the answer will be interior. A point whose distance from the center of the circle is greater than its radius lies in the dash of the circle. So there is a point whose distance from this center of the circle is greater than the radius. So this is the length of radius. Suppose OP is the radius. Now we are putting a point whose distance from the center is more than distance of OP. So the point will lie somewhere here, anywhere. So the point will lie where? Outside or exterior of the circle. Now we'll move to the question number AAA. The longest chord of a circle is a dash of the circle. So longest chord of a circle is the, we'll draw, okay, longest chord, you can say, we know that which is the longest chord. Longest chord will definitely go through the center, and that is the diameter. So you can say longest chord of a circle is a diameter. Okay, an arc is a dash when its ends are the ends of a diameter. So an arc is a dash when its ends. So in an arc, you can say, suppose this is an arc P, suppose M, PM, name it Q. PMQ is an arc now. Is a dash when its ends are end of a diameter. Now diameter PQ is in diameter. So what we will say, PMQ arc will be what? It will be an semicircle. As its two end points are the end point of the diameter. So you can say arc is a semicircle. Circle when its ends are the end of the diameter. Now we'll move to B. Segment of a circle in the region between an arc and dash of a circle. So segment of a circle is a region between an arc, okay, and dash. So we'll draw another circle here. So we have discussing about segment. You know what is segment? Segment is the area included between an arc and the corresponding chord. So this is a segment, this is a minor segment, and this is the major segment. Now segment of a circle is a region between an arc and the dash and the corresponding chord. You can write corresponding chord or simply chord of the circle. Which one? Or this one, or CHORD, chord, not this one. Now VI, a circle divides a plane on which it lies in three parts. It is just we have discussed how many parts? Three parts. We have discussed what are they. First part is your interior, then second part is the exterior, and third part is your circle itself. Circle means these points, okay. This is also one part, na? So it will be three parts. Now we'll move to question number 2. We'll delete all this. Now let's start discussing question number 2. So here we have question number 2. Write true or false and give reason of your answer. Let's start with I. Line segment joining the center to any point on the circle is a radius of the circle. So line segment joining the center. First we will draw a circle. Line segment joining the center to any point of the circle. Now center and joining it with any point on the circle. Suppose name it O and name it P. What is this? OP. OP is a radius. So yes, OP is a radius. So we'll give answer radius. Okay. Now double I. A circle has any finite number of equal chords only. A circle has only finite number of equal chords. So we'll draw a circle again. Okay. Now I have drawn a circle. It is saying a circle has only finite number of equal chord. We'll draw a chord. Suppose this chord is of say 3 centimeter. It is saying it is only have a finite number of equal chord. Means we will draw another chord which is 3 centimeter. Another chord 3 centimeter. How many 3 centimeter chord we can draw? Infinitely many. Okay. As there are infinitely many number of points in a circle, so therefore infinite many number of equal chords can also be drawn. Okay. So your region will be a circle has infinite, it is saying that finite, so we'll say infinite number of equal chords as a circle has infinite many number of points. A circle is a points collection of points, na? So there are infinite number of points. Now we'll move to triple I. If a circle is divided into 3 equal arcs, each arc is a major arc. Okay. So now we'll draw this circle. Now in this circle is divided into 3 equal arcs. So one arc. Now 3 arcs. So suppose name it A, B, C. Now you can name another point. Suppose A, AOC arc, B, BPC arc, and name it Q, AQB arc. 3 arcs are there and they are of equal length. Now a circle is divided into 3 equal arcs. Each is a major arc. Now can we say each is a major arc? So each arc is a major arc? No, each arc cannot be a major arc. If for AB, this arc, major arc will be ACB. Okay, so each arc is not a major arc. Each arc are equal arcs. Okay, you can give a reason. Each arcs are equal arcs. Now we'll move to IV. A chord of a circle which is twice as long as its radius is a diameter of the circle. So we'll draw a circle here. It's not looking like a circle. Again. Okay. So a chord of a circle which is twice as long as its radius. So now a chord, this length is twice as long as the radius. So we can say it is a diameter. So yeah, correct answer will be true or false. It is true. We can say yes, it is true. Okay. Now then, question number B. Sector is a region between the chord and its corresponding arc. So a sector is a region between the chord. We'll draw the circle. We'll draw a sector here. Okay. Now I have drawn a circle, sector O, A, B. Okay. So a sector is a region between the chord and the corresponding arc. It is saying a sector is a region between the chord. No, it's false. We know that a sector is a region between two radii and the corresponding arc. So this is the sector. So it is false. Okay. Then VI. A circle is a plane figure. A circle is a plane figure. True. The circle always lie on a plane, because a circle, you give a region, a circle cannot lie in a rough figure or rough place. circle is a plane figure. So this is the end of this exercise. Now we'll discuss the next exercise in the next class. Okay, thank you.